All right, time for our another session. So if we are to look at our previous week's analysis, price did exactly what we were hoping it would do. It respected our supports, the support that we said price needed to break for it to go lower, and it created another support, which is now our, if price is going to go lower, it will need to break this support and this support for the trend to change. Those are our two supports, right? So that's what it created, and it pushed higher towards our previous breakout. This breakout is on a higher time frame. All right, our previous breakout. So it's, we can say right now price could be pushing higher to retest. All right, but that's not what's important at the moment. We need to start again from the beginning, from the weekly time frame. So we need to see what the weekly time frame has for us, right? So we are going to clear everything, right? And then we go on to our weekly time frame. All right. On our weekly time frame, what can we say about the weekly time frame? We can say price has a low, right? Price needs to stay above for it to buy. So we are going to highlight that. This is the last week's low. So we're going to highlight price, right? Price needs to stay above for buys. All right. And then we can also call it our first support. When I say first support, I mean as in the first support, price needs to break for the trend to change, because remember, price needs to break the first and the second support for the whole trend to change. It can break the first support and go to retest the second support, but unless price is broken both the first and the second, that's when the trend changes. If it hasn't, the trend won't change. All right. All right, and then this would be our second support. If price was to break this support, then that means price, the trend is definitely changed. You can even see, if you look at our left, there's nothing here. That means there's clean traffic. So this, if price breaks this support, the trend has changed. All right, but that's not that important because price is far higher to where we have highlighted right here. So it will take a lot for price to reach these areas. So we're not really concentrating on that. What we need to concentrate on is on the lower time frames. So we know that this is the previous breakout. So we can actually highlight this area because this would be our target if price keeps going higher. All right. This is our previous breakout. All right, so if price is to continue going higher, since last week it gave us a strong bullish candle, that means price is high chance of continuing to go higher. This is the first area that we were saying, okay, if price reaches, we might find some conflicts. So until price reaches that area, we still have clean traffic to the left on the high time frame. That means price is very much high chances of continuing rising. All right, that's why we are highlighting that area. We're just highlighting it so that we know that is the first area that we're saying price might reach some conflict. There's a resistance there. It might show a little bit better on the lower time frames. All right. Then we go on the daily. See, as I said, it will show better on the lower time frames. All right. So now on the lower time frames, we have a breakout that happened earlier today, which would be at this area right here. Because remember, this candle is today's candle. So before this candle opened, we had a resistance here. So we still have our resistance. All right. So we can say previous daily breakout. All right. All right. So if we say previous daily breakout, right, that means this resistance you're going to have to reevaluate it later when the daily candle closes, because now you need to know if this daily candle closed above or if it closed below. So you would have to reevaluate it at the end of the day. You have to look, okay, so what happened? What new information did the market give me? Did it create a new high? Did it create a new low? Did it break something? What is price doing? You reevaluating your analysis like that will help you the next day on what to look out for, what to trade, because remember the daily time frame has already set things in motion. The new day, you can take advantage of so many things by just using the daily candle information. So hopefully someone will be able to do that. Now let's move on to the 4-hour time frame. There's nothing else we can add right now, unless if price breaks above our previous weekly breakout. There's nothing price can really do right now. So no, not even price. There's nothing more we can actually highlight right now, because this might be a long way till price hits it. But if it does hit it, for those who want to know if it does hit it, the next area you'll be targeting is the wick fill to your left. All right. Let's highlight wick fill targets. But I wouldn't be so hopeful for that just yet. You really need to see what will happen when prices reach our previous breakout. There might be something that happens. If it doesn't happen, you can go ahead. All right. Now, we need to understand our adjustments. All right. So we're putting a zone around this area. Why is it cutting through candlesticks over here? That's a good question. All right. Now this is a trail runner. This created a wick. So on the lower time frames, this is actually not there. On the higher time frames, actually, this is actually not there. So the lower we will go, the more we will find better places to reallocate the resistance. But now let's make it bigger so that people can see. All right. On the 4-hour time frame, also move this one a little bit lower. All right. Now, if you look to your left, this will be your target. Price can actually reach all the way up here, but this should be your target. All right, price can reach there like it did, but this should have been your target. Because remember, you need to put your target where price would definitely hit it, not an area where price will hit it or it might not hit it. You need to be sure with your targets. And then once price has reached that area, right, you watch closely what's happening so that you can reevaluate what's going on, or if you need to continue with the analysis. It's just making sure that we manage to take our profits before they start taking out their profits. Was the moment they start taking out their profits, then the directions or the movement of the market at that moment would definitely change. All right. So price, where price is it right now? If you look to your left, price is reached a resistance. So we do have a rejection at this area. All right. So this is the resistance that we're playing with right now. So if you go on to our 1-hour time frame, on 1-hour time frame, as we highlighted previous breakout right here, and then price is found a rejection on the 4-hour time frame, right? That's pushing price lower right here, right? And then if we're analyzing our 1-hour candlesticks, then we're saying this candlestick, let me remove everything else. All right, we're saying this candlestick and this candlestick have created a trail runner. This is a trail runner pattern formation. We should have a video based on that that explains how this is traded. And if you have watched that video, you should understand why this was a perfect sell. So price gave you the first signal as a trail runner formation, and this candle pushed higher to retest, and now we should see it close. So until it closes, we don't know what will happen yet. what we can say for now is if we go on the 30-minute time frame, right? On the 30-minute time frame, as you can see, we had an engulfing candle that engulfed two of our bullish candlesticks, right? And then we had some price information, but we had this candlestick that went all the way to retest the high, and it rejected, closed as a strong bearish candle and below our previous 30-minute candlestick, right? So this made all the sense in the world for price to push lower, for it to reach the first TP here. And if it goes lower, your second TP at our previous breakout as a retest. If price reaches this area, then it can reach and reject and go back to the high. And then we can see what we will see how the daily candle closes for us to know if price is going all the way to our previous weekly breakout, or if it's just going to play around this area before it pushes higher. Because considering our last week's breakout, it closed as a very strong bullish candle, right? So yes, price might want to push down a little bit lower. Let me remove all of that. It might want to push lower below this area, right, to retest maybe this area or even this area where it's left a long week, right? Because this is still all of the information from last week, and price has to retest something, right? It might want to retest something. It might also not do that. So just to be sure, you need to see price come and retest the previous breakout, or see how today's daily candle is going to close, right? If today's candle closes above this high, then that means price is going all the way higher. But if the daily candle closes below this high, we'll have to see what's happening. Did it close as a bearish candle? If it closes as a bearish candle, that's definitely pushing price lower. But if it closes as a bullish candle, then you need to see and watch what the next 4-hour candle in the new daily candle, in tomorrow's daily candle, or the next 2 4-hour candles, or wait until New York session opens and analyze what the market is telling you and use that information to your advantage. So right now we are looking for buys, right? Since the last week's candle closed as bullish, we are favoring long-term buys and short-term sells at the moment until price breaks. Let's see, until price breaks below. Let's see our 4-hour time frame. Our 4-hour time frame. Good. All right. We have the area on our 4-hour time frame. If the price breaks below this support, then the trend is changed. That's what we need. All right. This is the information we have at the moment. Use it wisely. There isn't much anything complicated here. You're using each daily information to your advantage. For those who are swing trading, then they are using the weekly information to their advantage. But for us, we are day traders. We can use each daily's information to our advantage. All right. I'll give you a little bit more. Actually, let's say daily candle. Today's daily candle. Remember, I said today's daily candle, if it closes above, then price can freely move higher. But if it fails, we need to see what's happening, what is going to happen. Right now, this is what we have. We need to see. We need to see. And then we can also highlight this one, previous daily candle. We have that. All right. Okay, that's all the information. Any questions? This is actually a very good signal. If this candle closes bearish, watch out for that sell. All right, I've already explained the targets, nothing complicated. All right, please use this information right now. It's only 18 minutes left for the daily candle to close, so look out, don't forget, look out for this trade. All right, short trades, quick in and out. We're not scalping, we're using the information we have at the moment. All right, any questions, please feel free to talk to us and we will update you as we go.